All right, the one thing that everyone's been panicked about is how do I take the things that I'm doing on paper and put them in Schoology? Well, if you can make it a PDF or if it's already a PDF, then you can easily put it into Schoology assessments. And I just want to show you what it looks like when it's there so you can see. So this is a preview of a math page that I made out of a countdown from a fourth grade teacher. And all you really do is take a photo of your whatever it is, your worksheet. And this one does have a question that we would have to do a little bit differently, but I just wanted to kind of use it as an example so you could kind of see if you have anything that's multiple choice. You can create, you put the image in, and then you create something where all your students have to do is drag that letter choice to the answer box. That's all they have to do. And then drag it up there. All they have to do is drag that there. And I know that's not as easy as clicking A, B, C, and D, but they can drag it up there. It's not that big of a deal. And the time that it saves you is enormous. So that's what it looks like in like for a multiple choice math question. Let me show you what it looks like for a reading passage, because that is a big deal for all of us reading teachers. So let me get to the place that has my reading practice. It is an assessment, even though I'm not counting it as a test, I'm creating it in assessments. It doesn't matter where you create something. Our Schoology isn't connected to our gradebook, so you can create things however you want to. Just because it says it's an assessment doesn't mean you have to count it as a test. All right, so I'm going to preview this one and show you what it looks like. So for this one, I took a picture of each little portion of the reading passage. I couldn't get a whole reading passage page to fit in one photo, so I just did it in pieces. So in order to get my students to, in order to get this to work, every photo you have has to have some sort of drag and drop thing to it. So I made a drag and drop box that says, I read this. Okay, then they can go on to the next page. And again, when they get to the next page, they're going to have to show, yep, I read it. I can go on to the next page. When they get to the questions, when they get to the questions, it'll be again like multiple choice where they can drag and drop those answers into that document. But what I really like about it is in reading, we want them to go back and be able to look at the story, and they can do that easily by going back and just clicking on that page that they need to look at, just as if they were flipping the booklet papers back and forth. So you can do multiple choice, you could do true and false, you could do matching. You could do like a drag and drop assignment if you're like an elementary teacher and you have like one of those like spelling things where you want them to sort the words into different categories. This would work really well in assessment. The only thing that won't work really well in assessment is open-ended questions or fill in the blank. But you could add those kinds of questions to there, and I'll show you in a video how you can put the majority of your worksheet in an assessment and then add some fill in the blank and short answer questions to it. And I'll show you that later, but just wanted you to see kind of what it looks like from a student point of view so you can decide if you want to use it. But I'm just going to tell you want to, because this is the easiest way to put all your papers in Schoology.